Good morning and welcome to another episode of Garage Biljon. You are joining me again in my car. I'm on the way to our shed where we work on the Safari 924s. In this episode I will be fixing this roof rack that I bought at our local second-hand site. I spent all of 25 euros on this, so it's not perfect, but I will be sanding it down a little bit and bending the tube straight, and hopefully I can turn this into a nice looking vintage roof rack system. The other thing I'll be doing is I want to take the car for a test drive. Now I won't go very far, and I might get tempted to go on a dirt road just to see what rattles and what doesn't, but that's really my plan. Join me today. I'm going to install the number plate. I'm going to put on the new steering wheel, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, let's go for it. As you can see, these roof rack mounts are a little bit worse for wear, and I'm not so sure I like the yellow on there. So yeah, this is going to get painted as well, all of it in matte black, and I've got 4 of these guys, so yeah, let's get going. Everything's been painted. You can see them all hanging out to dry, everything in a nice matte black. Okay, so as you can see, I've installed the number plate holder and the number plate. So yeah, let's have a look at that steering wheel. Out with the old broken steering wheel and in with a nice Momo Prototipo. It's a little smaller, not much, about 1 centimeter in diameter smaller, but it looks great. The roof rack is mounted and it's nice and solid, with a spare tire and a jerry can. I think yeah, she's ready to take out for a spin. So let's go see how that works out. Okay, so I've mounted a new fuel pump. It's connected up, and we're just going to test whether this connection here is still okay, because it doesn't look great and it was leaking on the previous pump, but that might have been some corrosion that I've now cleaned up. Okay, let's go.
We need to start it.
That's not any good. Pinhole.
It's a fountain of gas.
I'm getting all wet, which is not good. Okay, so that's not working. We need a new line. I'll order that up tomorrow. Okay. we found that the reverse lights are not working and neither are the brake lights. So hunting down electrical gremlins. Reverse lights fixed. So as I've shown you, I've already replaced the fuel pump, and the fuel pump sits on this end, and there's a pinhole in that hose. That hose runs to what is called a fuel pressure accumulator. You can see this thing is in terrible shape as well, and this fuel line running into a hard line that goes to the front of the car is also not great. So Porsche do not make these fuel lines anymore. So yeah, let's go see if we can get this rebuilt by a specialist company, and the accumulator will be replaced as well. I've got one on order, so we'll be fitting this with new lines and a new pump into the car, and I'm hoping that that'll give us the reliability I need, because at the moment that car is not trustworthy. Okay, so my wallet is a bit lighter, but I think we can now get the fuel problems of the 94 sorted. So in this box I have a new filter to go into the tank instead of the old fuel pump that's in there, because that fuel pump has died and you don't need it anymore. And I also have this new fuel accumulator. Now you'll remember the rusty one that I showed you earlier. Here's a brand new one. That should make the fuel system run better as well. And a new brake light switch. That should make my brake lights work again, and a couple of other tidbits, some rings and some rubber mounts to isolate the fuel pump and the accumulator. So yeah, let's go build this into the car again, and we'll try a test drive again. Here we go. Brand new hoses that I think are even better than the originals, and as I've already shown you, I've got a new one of these, but they use this for fitting the hoses. Looks perfect. Awesome. Let's get the car going. Testing brake lights. Okay, so I have the new fuel line test fitted up there. It's still loose, and you can see it's running up towards the new accumulator, and the accumulator is running across the gearbox, coming out on this side again. So I need to hook that up, and then hopefully I can crank the engine again. She's alive! Fuel pump's in, accumulator is in, new fuel lines are in, and she's running like a top again. The test drive is going to happen soon, maybe tomorrow. It's a bit late now. So let me show you. Down there is the new fuel pump, fuel lines, and the accumulator out there somewhere. Let me see if I can. And the accumulator, there we go. And she's firing up. So yeah, this problem is solved. Thank you all for watching. That's the end of this episode. Let's see what happens in the next one. Hopefully we can take it for a test drive, and it'll work as well as the other Safari 94 we have. Goodbye.